Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be talking about Captain Britain. And I must say, most of you are going to absolutely hate her very soon. Because, well, she's going from whatever she is right now in the game. And she is going to turn into an annoying defender. Her defensive strength is marked down as 4, but I don't necessarily think that paints the entire picture because of the type of defender she is. She's going to be similar-ish to Dark Phoenix in a sense where you're probably going to take damage fighting her, and there's going to be very little you can do about her. So that's going to be quite annoying. So Captain Britain's all about managing her psionic charges and inflicting neuroshocks. As an attacker, throw as many specials as you can to build prowess, psionic charges, and gain more opportunities to inflict neuroshock. Chase that special 3 early in the fight. Start your loop to throw tons of specials with a power efficiency. That's as an attacker, which hardly anybody is going to use her for, in my opinion. Basic abilities, though. Safeguard, Exhaustion, Neuroshock, Prowess, Bulwark, Power Efficiency. So, let's go. Strengths, Dot Damage, Prowess, Energy Resist, Weaknesses, Cowardice. That's like the only one big weakness that she has, by the way. Signature ability, always active. Increase the personal exhaustion duration by 5 to 10% for each psionic charge. Psionic mode increases the duration as if Captain Britain has 10 psionic charges. Okay. So you can effectively double the duration of your exhaustions. Yeah. Each personal neuroshock reduces opponent's energy resistance by 35% of their current positive energy resistance, max 100%. So you can completely get rid of opponent's energy resistance. So it's like Guardian and stuff like that. Not gonna be big fans. Move on. Always active. Basic attacks deal energy damage instead of physical. Against non-tech champions, Captain Britain's personal neuroshock and exhaustion passives cannot have their ability accuracy reduced. Captain Britain starts each fight with a 3% safeguard passive when inflicted with a special drain effect or as an attacker. After reducing a hit damage, this safeguard is removed. Or as an attacker. So as a defender, this is going to stay there. So she is not going to be able to get nuked by just about anyone. So we are clear. Because, yeah, start each fight with a 3% safeguard passive. Okay. When this safeguard is removed or prevented, Captain Britain regains it after 20 seconds, unless she's suffering from special drain effect. When either champion is knocked down or Captain Britain is struck by a critical hit, the opponent is inflicted with non-stacking exhaustion passive for 4 seconds. So when you hit her, you're going to get the exhaustion passive placed on you. Which is a good thing, kind of, because that is going to give you some willpower healing, which you will need. Captain Britain's Neuroshock passives deal 2,500 energy damage over 10 seconds, scaling with base stack only. The potency of her Neuroshocks is increased by Captain Britain's current prowess potency, but doubly reduced by her current cowardice potency. So you do want the cowardice effects on Captain Britain as much as possible at all times, basically. Max 200% increased potency at plus 200% prowess. When inflicted with shock or bleed effect, inflict neuroshock passive. So you cannot use shock or bleed against her, or you're going to be getting crazy neuroshocks. If struck by or strike an opponent suffering from an exhaustion effect, inflict a neuroshock passive. Can only trigger once every 1.5 seconds. Yo, how do you get the exhaustion passive placed on you? You crit against her. If you crit against her, you're going to be placing neuroshocks on you. If you shock or bleed, you're going to be placing neuroshocks on you. Whenever the opponent purifies or cleanses the debuff, inflict 2 neuroshocks passives. So whenever you do try to get rid of them, exhaustion for instance, you get passive neuroshocks. Okay. So psionic charge when inflicting a neuroshock or gaining any prowess effect, gain 1 indefinite psionic charge. When activating a special attack, gain 6 psionic charges. When knocked down, gain 2 indefinite psionic charges. So you're going to be knocking her down at the very least. and you will be getting those neuroshocks more than likely against her. So she's going to be getting these charges. When inflicted with the cover, this is special drain effect, remove 2. Okay. If knocked down while one of these effects is active, remove 2 psionic charges for each unique effect up to max 4 charges. So that is what you're going to need. You need cowardice and special drain. Psionic mode. Reaching 10 or more psionic charges. If not already active, enter psionic mode. Psionic mode lasts 1 second per psionic charge. When activated, pause during special attacks. While in psionic mode, Britain cannot gain charges. But personal neuroshocks passives tick 200 faster, and personal neuroshocks passives inflicted during psionic mode are paused until it ends. When activating a special attack, for each level of the special, gain 1 indefinite 15% prowess passive. When psionic mode ends, remove 3 of these. Captain Britain is stun immune during her dash and medium attacks, so that's going to be fun. As defender, psionic mode goes on cooldown for 15 seconds after it ends. Very good. When you see psionic mode, run, because you're going to be taking a lot of neuroshock damage. Then we have special 1, which inflicts you with exhaustion by default, even if you don't do anything wrong, as in even if you don't shock or bleed her or crit against her. As long as she throws level 1, you do get exhaustion on you. And then, not good. Each hit inflicts non-stacking slow debuff for 16 seconds. If purified by skill champion, inflict a matching slow passive. While active, Captain Britain's personal exhaustions are paused. So this pauses that. And so when she activates her level 1, well, I suppose that's on each hit inflicting. So, and if you don't get hit by it, then it's only the 9-second exhaustion that you effectively need to avoid her for. Special attack 2, Shield Assault. On activation, gain non-stacking 2200 Bulwark passive, lasting until the next time psionic mode ends. While this Bulwark is active, basic attacks inflict Neuroshock passive. This can trigger through block. So if you bait out level 2, you cannot ever block her, basically. Hits in this special attack gain extra critical rating. Special attack 3 obviously is not going to be too relevant for a defensive champion, but it's kind of her supercharging her and giving her like 60% power efficiency, which I gather will be quite significant for her core rotation. So we are going to get a champion. And again, number 1, going to have a 3% safeguard. Number 2 is going to get rid of your energy resistance. And number 3, almost undeniably, always will place Neuroshocks on you. Because when either champion is knocked down or Captain Britain is struck by a critical hit, the opponent is inflicted with non-stacking exhaustion passive for 4 seconds. Okay, that is just 4 seconds though. But still. So, when you activate special attack, 4 seconds, you're going to get exhaustion. When you crit against her, well, you just really don't want crit against her. Then, if struck by or strike an opponent suffering from exhaustion effect, inflict Neuroshock passive. Or obviously when bleeding. So I don't know exactly how much damage this is going to amount for. But the fact that you have to deal with 3% safeguard, exhaustion in itself, something that, you know, lowers your damage, and I don't know, it doesn't sound fun. It sounds like fairly easy to fight against, or very, very slow. Like, you can kind of fight through her and take the Neuroshocks, I think, or you're going to be incredibly slow. It's going to be interesting to think of the best counters for her, though, because on paper, at the very least, I just know for a fact a lot of people are absolutely going to hate this champion. And since she is going to be a champion available in the double track, she's going to be abundantly running around. And Kabam loves us, I swear. Kabam absolutely loves us. This is another Electro type of champion for 2025. Where it's going to be very tricky to avoid taking damage from her. But unlike Electro, you're not going to be able to nuke her. just with most champions for sure. Interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have more information about the next